Gentlemen, let me ask you a question most doctors won't. When was the last time you woke up with a strong, natural morning erection? Not from medication, not because you forced it, just your body working exactly as it was designed to. If you can't remember, or it's been weeks, maybe even months, then what I'm about to share could completely change how you feel. There's a single mineral that most men over 50 are severely lacking, and without it, your erections, your energy, and your sleep quality all start to fail together, like dominoes falling one by one. My name is Dr. Pradip Jamnadas. I'm a board-certified urologist, and I've been specializing in men's sexual health for more than a decade. Today, I'm going to show you which mineral fixes this triple problem, how to take it so it works best, and why taking it at the wrong time can make it completely useless. But before we dive in, drop a comment below telling me where you're watching from. This is a growing worldwide community, and I genuinely want to hear from you. Here's what's really happening inside your body after age 50. Men start losing this essential mineral at a shocking rate, yet most doctors never even test for it, and most men don't even realize it exists. This single deficiency triggers a chain reaction that affects every part of your vitality. First, your nervous system struggles to relax. You lie in bed exhausted, but your brain refuses to shut off. Thoughts about work, finances, or tomorrow's tasks run through your mind non-stop. You're physically tired but mentally trapped in overdrive. Second, your blood vessels stiffen and lose their natural flexibility. They can't expand properly, meaning blood flow weakens throughout your body, especially to the penis. Picture old garden hoses. Left in the sun too long, they become rigid, cracked, and fail to deliver water the way they should. Third, and this is critical, your body never reaches deep restorative sleep. Your testosterone production plummets at night, and about 90% of your daily testosterone is made during the first 3 hours of deep sleep. Without that deep sleep, testosterone recovery doesn't happen. The result? Weaker, shorter erections, constant fatigue that coffee can't fix, restless nights where you wake up repeatedly, and that sinking feeling that intimacy is slipping away year after year. But here's the truth that changes everything. This isn't just aging, it's depletion. And depletion can be reversed. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share has helped thousands of men restore what they thought was lost forever. So what is this mineral that can restore your sleep, your energy, and your erections all at once? It's magnesium. Now, before you think, I've heard of magnesium, stop right there. Most men get it completely wrong, and that's why magnesium may not have worked for you before. Magnesium isn't just one thing. There are actually 7 forms of magnesium, and here's the crucial part. Only 2 of them truly impact erections, deep sleep, and testosterone production. Let me walk you through the 3 ways magnesium transforms sexual health. First, magnesium is essential for achieving strong, reliable erections. Your ability to get and maintain an erection depends heavily on endothelial function, that's medical talk, for how well your blood vessel walls relax and expand when they receive the signal. Think of your blood vessels as flexible rubber tubing. When they're healthy, they open wide to allow maximum blood flow. When damaged or nutrient deficient, they stay narrow and rigid. Magnesium directly improves this function. It acts like a natural vasodilator, opening up pathways for blood flow. At the cellular level, magnesium activates an enzyme called nitric oxide synthesis. This enzyme produces nitric oxide, the master molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and expand. It's the same biological pathway that drugs like Viagra use, but magnesium boosts your body's natural production instead of forcing it artificially. More blood flow means harder, longer-lasting erections. Now, let's talk about why magnesium is also essential for deep restorative sleep. Your nervous system works in two main modes: the sympathetic mode, which is your fight or flight stress response, and the parasympathetic mode, which is your rest and digest recovery state. Most men over 50 are trapped in sympathetic mode almost all the time. Their bodies constantly think they're under threat, which is why they lie in bed physically exhausted but mentally wide awake. Magnesium helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system by binding to GABA receptors in the brain. GABA is the body's natural calming neurotransmitter. It's the chemical signal that tells your brain it's safe to relax and shut down for the night. Without enough magnesium, your body simply cannot turn off properly. You may be lying in bed, but your mind keeps racing. Magnesium also directly lowers cortisol, your main stress hormone. Research shows that proper magnesium supplementation can reduce cortisol levels by 15 to 20%. When cortisol drops, two important things happen. You fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer, and your body can finally enter deep recovery mode where real restoration occurs. This naturally leads us to magnesium's third key benefit: boosting testosterone production. Testosterone isn't produced evenly throughout the day. It follows a rhythm tied to deep sleep. About 90% of your daily testosterone is created during the first 3 hours of slow-wave deep sleep, not light sleep, not REM sleep. If your nervous system can't relax, if cortisol remains high, or if magnesium is low, then testosterone production simply doesn't happen. But magnesium does something else equally important. It lowers levels of a protein called SHBG, or sex hormone binding globulin. SHBG binds to testosterone in your blood, making it unavailable for your body to use. Magnesium helps free up that bound testosterone, giving you more active, usable testosterone circulating naturally. In one study published in Biological Trace Element Research, men who took 450 milligrams of magnesium daily for just 4 weeks saw their testosterone levels increase by 24%. The results are clear. Better sleep leads to more testosterone. More testosterone supports stronger erections, and improved blood flow supports both energy and sexual performance. Magnesium is the key that unlocks all three systems at once. But here's where most men unknowingly sabotage their results. There are 4 critical mistakes that prevent magnesium from working properly. Mistake number 1 is buying the cheapest magnesium you can find. Many men go to a pharmacy, grab the cheapest bottle on the shelf, usually magnesium oxide, and think that's enough. The problem is that magnesium oxide is absorbed at only about 4% efficiency. That means if you take a 400 milligram dose, only about 16 milligrams actually enter your system. The rest stays in your digestive tract, often causing diarrhea. The type of magnesium matters far more than the dose. High quality, highly absorbable forms work better even at lower doses. My first choice for most men is magnesium glycinate. This form is about 80% absorbable because the magnesium is bound to glycine, an amino acid that promotes calmness and relaxation. This gives a double benefit. Magnesium relaxes muscles and blood vessels, while glycine calms the nervous system. The recommended dosage is 200 to 400 milligrams, taken 30 to 60 minutes before bed. It causes no digestive upset and effectively supports deep sleep, muscle relaxation, and healthy blood flow. Mistake number 2 is taking magnesium at the wrong time. Many men take it in the morning thinking any time is fine, but this is a huge mistake. Magnesium is relaxing, so if you take it during the day, you may feel sluggish and miss the critical nighttime window where real recovery occurs. Testosterone is produced during deep sleep, which only happens when your nervous system can fully relax, and magnesium facilitates that process, but only at night. The ideal timing is 30 to 60 minutes before bed, taken with warm water or herbal tea. This allows your body to absorb the magnesium and signals that it's time to shift into recovery mode. Mistake number 3 is expecting magnesium to act like a medication. Magnesium is not Viagra. It doesn't trigger instant erections. It works gradually, rebuilding your system from the ground up rather than forcing a temporary effect. During the first few nights, you may notice you fall asleep faster and feel more physically relaxed. By the end of the first week, morning erections often begin returning, and between weeks 2 and 4, daytime energy improves. Real transformation happens gradually. Consistent deep sleep, stronger libido, firmer and longer lasting erections. This is about rebuilding your body, not applying a quick fix. Mistake number 4, and this is one most men completely overlook, is taking magnesium alone. When combining it with other nutrients can give dramatically better results. Magnesium works far more effectively when paired with zinc and vitamin B6. Together, these 3 nutrients form what's sometimes called ZMA, and their combined effect is far stronger than any one nutrient alone. Zinc plays a crucial role by blocking an enzyme called aromatase, which converts testosterone into estrogen. As men age, especially if they carry extra belly fat, aromatase activity increases, actively lowering testosterone. Zinc helps prevent this conversion. Vitamin B6 is equally important because it's needed for your body to properly absorb and use zinc. It also contributes directly to neurotransmitter production, including dopamine, which plays a key role in libido, motivation, and overall mood. When taken together, magnesium, zinc, and vitamin B6 studies show testosterone levels increase roughly 30% more than magnesium alone. The optimal daily protocol is 200 to 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate, 30 milligrams of zinc in picolinate or citrate form, and 10 to 15 milligrams of vitamin B6 in the P5P form, all taken 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime. Here's how to put this into action starting tonight. Step 1. Choose the right magnesium form. For most men, magnesium glycinate is ideal. The dosage is 200 to 400 milligrams, 30 to 60 minutes before bed. It works best if your main issues are muscle tension, trouble staying asleep, or physical restlessness. If anxiety, racing thoughts, or mental restlessness are your primary challenges, consider magnesium L-threonate instead. The dosage for L-threonate is higher, between 1,000 and 2,000 milligrams. This is the only form that crosses the blood-brain barrier, directly calming brain activity and promoting mental relaxation. Step 2. Build a consistent nighttime routine around your supplementation. Timing isn't just about when you take magnesium, it's about creating a ritual that signals your body that recovery mode has begun. Here's an exact schedule that works. Around 9 p.m., start your wind-down process. Dim the lights in your home to trigger melatonin production, your body's natural sleep hormone. Bright lights tell your brain it's still daytime. So, reducing light signals it's time to start shutting down. By 9:30 p.m., turn off all screens, phones, televisions, computers, tablets. Blue light from screens suppresses melatonin by up to 50%. If you must use your phone, enable night mode, but ideally put it in another room entirely. At 9:45 p.m., begin your pre-sleep ritual. Light stretching for 5 minutes helps release muscle tension. Follow with 3 sets of 10 pelvic floor exercises. Tighten the muscles you'd use to stop urinating midstream. Hold for 5 seconds, then relax for 5 seconds. These exercises strengthen the muscles that trap blood in the penis during an erection. Finish with a warm shower or wash your face with warm water. Exiting the shower causes a slight drop in core body temperature, signaling it's time for sleep. At 10 p.m., take your magnesium supplement. Mix it into a full glass of warm water or herbal tea. Chamomile works particularly well because it contains compounds that support relaxation and sleep. A teaspoon of raw honey is optional and helps stabilize blood sugar overnight. Sit calmly while you drink it, don't rush. By 10:30 p.m., Be in bed with the lights off. Your bedroom should be cool, around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, completely dark with blackout curtains or an eye mask, and if needed, use white noise from a fan or sound machine. Why does this matter? Consistency trains your circadian rhythm. Going to bed at the same time every night, even on weekends, teaches your body to anticipate sleep and start shutting down automatically. Testosterone production depends heavily on circadian rhythm. Irregular sleep schedules can suppress testosterone even if your total sleep hours are adequate. Step 3 is tracking progress. Keep a small notebook on your nightstand and each morning record 4 things. 1. Sleep quality on a scale of 1 to 10. 2. Whether you had a morning erection and its firmness. 3. Your energy level when waking up. And 4. Your overall mood. Tracking is vital because changes happen gradually. After 30 days, reviewing your notes will reveal clear improvements. Sleep scores going up, morning erections returning, and energy levels rising. Step 4 is adding habits that amplify magnesium's effectiveness. Cut caffeine by 2 p.m., even if it feels like it doesn't affect you. Caffeine blocks adenosine receptors in the brain, preventing natural sleepiness. Maintain a consistent sleep schedule, 7 days a week. One study found men with inconsistent bedtimes had testosterone levels 10 to 15% lower than those with steady schedules, even with the same total sleep hours. Light stretching before bed for 5 minutes releases tension in the lower back, hips, and shoulders, activating the parasympathetic nervous system. Avoid alcohol within 3 hours of bedtime. It may help you fall asleep initially, but it blocks deep sleep, where testosterone is produced. Even one drink can reduce deep sleep by up to 40%. This stack addresses multiple systems at once: sleep, testosterone, arterial health, and nervous system balance, all for an investment of roughly $30 to $50 per month, about $1 a day, to potentially transform your sleep, energy, erections, and overall quality of life. Let me tell you about Mark, a 8-year-old accountant whose story perfectly illustrates how powerful this protocol can be. Mark came to me saying, "I haven't had a morning erection in over 2 years. When my wife and I try to be intimate, I either can't get an erection at all, or if I do, I lose it." He had tried Viagra, which worked temporarily, but he hated relying on it. When we ran his labs, his testosterone was low normal at 350 nanograms per deciliter, but more importantly, his magnesium was severely deficient. His red blood cell magnesium measured 4.22 milligrams per deciliter, while the optimal range is 6 to 6.5. Once we corrected this deficiency, everything changed. I put Mark on a combination of 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate, 30 milligrams of zinc, and 10 milligrams of vitamin B6, all taken 30 to 60 minutes before bed, combined with a consistent 10:30 p.m. bedtime. The results were remarkable. During the first week, Mark was sleeping through the entire night for the first time in months. In week 2, he experienced his first morning erection in over 2 years. He texted me just 2 words: "It happened." He said it was emotional, almost overwhelming. By the end of week 4, morning erections were happening 4 to 5 times per week, and his natural function during intimacy was returning. 2 months in, Mark told me his wife noticed the change before he did. She said he seemed more present, more engaged, and that the physical side was now functioning naturally again. He threw away the Viagra. 3 months later, we retested his labs. His testosterone had jumped from 350 to 485 nanograms per deciliter, a nearly 40% increase, all from correcting a mineral deficiency and improving sleep quality. Mark's story highlights the key truth: weak erections, poor sleep, and low energy are not permanent sentences. They are signals, specific signs that your body needs proper mineral support, recovery, and consistent routines. By following the right magnesium protocol, along with zinc and vitamin B6, men can start to rebuild their bodies from the ground up. Sleep improves in the first week. Morning erections begin to return in weeks 2 and 3. Energy stabilizes, libido strengthens, and intimacy begins to feel natural again. The key is commitment. Give your body 30 days of consistent supplementation and routine. Track 3 simple metrics every morning: sleep quality, whether a morning erection occurred, and its firmness, and your energy level. At the end of 30 days, comparing your notes to where you started will reveal a clear pattern of improvement. Sleep scores rise, morning erections return, energy levels increase, and motivation grows. When you see the evidence for yourself, you'll realize this is working, and it creates momentum to continue building better health. Even if after 30 days you see no change, the investment is minimal, about $20 to $30 for supplements, and you've established healthier sleep habits that benefit overall health regardless. The power is in consistency, proper mineral intake, and supporting your nervous system and hormonal rhythms. Gentlemen, you don't have to accept low energy, weak erections, or poor sleep as part of aging. With the right approach, you can restore your body's natural functions and feel more alive, energetic, and engaged than you have in years. Gentlemen, here's the bottom line. Weak erections, low energy, and poor sleep are not inevitable. They're clear signals from your body that it needs magnesium, proper recovery, and consistent support. You can start tonight. Take the right form of magnesium at the right time, integrate it into a supportive evening routine, and watch the transformation unfold. Sleep will improve in the first week. Morning erections will begin to return in weeks 2 and 3. Energy levels will stabilize, and your libido will strengthen. Intimacy starts to feel natural again, not forced or frustrating. The key is committing to a full 30 days. Track 3 things every morning: the quality of your sleep, whether you had a morning erection and how firm it was, and your energy level when you wake. At the end of those 30 days, review your notes. You'll see clear, measurable improvements. Morning erections happening more often, sleep scores rising, and energy levels climbing. That evidence alone motivates you to keep going because you see it working in real time. And if after a full month you genuinely see no improvement, the cost is negligible. You've invested just a few dollars in supplements and developed healthier habits that benefit your health regardless. If this video helped you, take action by hitting the like button so more men who are struggling can find this information. Drop your most important men's health questions in the comments below. I read every single one, and nothing is off limits. What are you struggling with? What do you want to understand better? This is a community built to empower men to reclaim their vitality, energy, and confidence. Remember, it all starts with a small step tonight: choosing the right magnesium, establishing a nighttime routine, and committing to track your progress. 1 month of consistent effort can change everything for your sleep, sexual performance, and energy levels. Take that first step, follow the protocol, and watch how your body responds. The transformation is gradual, real, and sustainable.